But that was from earlier anyway. It doesn't want to go away. So now you have 2. So I'm like, okay, cool. Next, we're going to keep doing that on the top and the bottom. Alternate in every other one. And you'll see if you like it or you don't like it. And you're like, oh, well, I want more orange. I want more this. I want more that. I just think with this specific sign and this specific wreath, you don't want to overpower the orange. Because I think it just looked like too much. But I do think that having it like this will work. Just go around all the way. I cut another piece of black. And it'll feel like a little lopsided when you're doing it. Like in the beginning, you're like, it's got like a gangsta lean. Like it's half and half. So, as you can see, I'm right here. And just roll, scrunch. You get a little off center. I get off center. We all get off center. Just try to get them back to the beginning, to the middle. Because it's hard when you have lopsided, and like it's lopsided like that. All right, so now that we have our ruffle, because that's what these are called, I'm just going to tie it, give it a couple little things, and then we're going to keep going. So we're going to get the top done. I think it looks really cute. I think it'll look really cute when I'm done. When I have, you know, minus the white ties hanging out, because it's going to be ribbon in there. So we're just going to keep cutting and keep rolling. And I'm going to roll again. Same idea. Just keep going. FYI, when you buy a wreath from someone who makes wreaths, you're going to realize how much work it takes to make one. It's not as easy as it looks. So that's what we're going to do here. And we're going to go all the way around all of our ties. We're going to fix it. If you realize, okay, I put it in there a little too sideways, whatever. Right? Next one. I think I have no more black. So I'm going to cut at least, I have to cut at least 2 more blacks because I want to show you the top part. So I need 2 more blacks just for the top. And as you can see, our friend gets big really fast. So I need, just cut it at the 20, put it at the side, cut it at the 20. If you have kids that you can get to cut your mesh, it's amazing. My kids would rather play Xbox, Smite, than to cut mesh. But my boys are really helpful if I need their help when it comes to, I had my one son and I'm like, listen, I need your help. Can you cut this whole roll of mesh? And he did it without wavering. So I just cut a little extra. I mean, I might as well cut the rest of it because I know I'm going to need it later. So you just cut your mesh. I've become very fast at it. This is why I said you need this and not scissors. Because when you have your own little side hustle or business, I actually have 2 of these. Because, I'll tell you why. Because if I have to cut mesh and I have to enlist in one of my army members, aka the fellas, I want them to be able to help me out. And you can't be one using scissors and one using this. So this is actually AC Moore mesh. It's my ultimate favorite. As you get to the end, it does not want to cooperate. So you make it cooperate. Just put some scissors or something a little heavier on it. And just cut it at the 20. Some people use 20, 21, 30. 30 is a good length if you're trying to make super huge size. As you can see, there's this left. I have a really neat trick what to do with these. So I can teach you that later. You literally can cut these up and make little candies for your wreath. It's really awesome. So now I'm going to cut a few more pieces of this, just so I can show you the top. Again, at the 20. I get like big old bundles after a while. And cut. I'm just going to do the top. Boom. Just want to give you an idea of what we're doing. I'm going to cut it all because I'm going to have to finish making the wreath. It's not like I'm going to not leave that there. And that little bow that I made earlier would be kind of cute on this. I've had somebody tell me, oh my god, you didn't cut it at the 20. oh my God, it'll be okay. Like, it will be, I promise. So I cut a good amount right now just to get us through this little piece. So I have my black. I'm pulling it back in the frame. Again, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, let me try this side. This side was probably a little easier. Roll together. Roll, 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 roll. Scrunch, 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 scrunch. It takes time to learn how to do it this fast. You could do it multi-hand, multi-finger, and just go through. So, go to the next spot, which is right here. Pop it in and twist. Boom. Sometimes I'll just put them in like that. Sorry, it's my ribbon coming along for the ride. And then just keep going. I'm over here on this side doing it because it's just that I need a bigger table. My table's huge. I just need a higher way to top down shooting. So anybody has any suggestions, I have some, I call it, I'm using my phone. So I call it, I'm using some Samsung gymnastics, some Galaxy gymnastics right now. So I'm just trying to figure a way to make it easier for everybody to see that watches my videos or visits or says hello. All right, so we have one tie left and it's right here for the black. So I'm just gonna scrunch and roll. I'm over here on the side, you can see it rolling. And I'm just gonna put it in here. This is our tie. Put it right there. Right there. I know I have this cold. I feel like I'm breathing like a heathen. I really need like a nebulizer treatment or something. But years ago, a respiratory therapist taught me what's called cupping, where you take your hand and you would do that to help break up secretions in your back. So last night, my son is like over 6 feet, and he's quite a healthy kid. He's like 200 and I don't know something pounds. And I'm like, hey, come here, come do my back. And it's ironic because since someone taught me, I taught them. So now they know how to do it. So when I get colds and stuff, just to make sure I don't get anything to settle in my lungs, definitely have them doing all this stuff. All right, so next up, now that we got this up here, we got to do the bottom. So again, we're going to scrunch and roll, scrunch and roll. Definitely scrunch and roll. So here's the kicker. Either way, when you do this wreath, it's because this up here has less. It doesn't matter where you put it. You are going to end up with two somewhere at the same spot. My dog is just cuckoo. So I'll just put this one here, just because I can, and it's my wreath. So I'll do what I want. And we're going to put it right there. Doesn't matter where you put it. I know people tell you, like, no, do it this way. No, do it that. Do it the way you want. There's no wrong way to make a wreath. I mean, once you have the basic techniques down, your creativity is what counts in all of this. And I'm going to go for the black next. I'm just going tie for tie. I'm going to the next tie. And again, I'm using that little, let me move this over so you can see. Again, I'm just putting it together, pinching and walking my fingers along, trying to pull it closer to me, trying to maintain the center point, because that's pretty good. I did a pretty good job with the center there. Sometimes you get off, it's fine. You can just adjust it while it's in your hand. Again, same thing. Now, I can tell you, I found some nifty ways to, I'm gonna put it right there. I found some nifty ways to like hold my mesh, my ribbon in place. So just keep going. And then we're going to grab our next piece and do the same thing. I just want to grab. So we're going to grab our little thingy, roll them up, and then I have so much stuff on this table. It's crazy. I have to clean this today. And then shove him in. And then just work them around. Work them around so you can see. And sometimes it's easier, instead of just going tie to tie, you can just do all one color on your wreath. Like sometimes that's what I'll do. I'll just do all the black on the bottom, black on the top, and then I'll cut the rest of the mesh. And it just makes it easier for me, because then I know what to fill in and I can just keep going. Go one color at a time. Again, whatever's easier for you. So let me see if you can see. Again, same thing. Bring our friend in, and you could tie and tie again. And then you just adjust. So you have like a little ruffle. And you keep going throughout the wreath. We're almost done. Here's my little bow I made earlier. See, that's what happens. I start crafting on a Saturday early in the morning. And then, boom. Then I have all this stuff done and to do. I have a lot of wreaths to make, because people want them not only for their door for Christmas, but they want some for presents for people. Like I finished a sports one yesterday. I have to put the plate on, you know, fluff and spray, that good stuff. But I put all the ribbon on. And this part, this is kind of like the more time consuming part, is putting this stuff together. Again, just fine. I'm gonna fold this one over because sometimes it just annoys you, and that's just what it is. I'm kind of going sideways, and this stuff wants to come with me. So just try to keep it to the center and work it to the middle. And then you just slide to the next tie. And once you get all the way around the wreath, you're like, yay! Oh my god, this is awesome. How did I do this? You can do it. I learned by watching YouTube videos. And there's like so many ways that I watch so many videos that I confuse myself. To the point of where like I was like, wait, no, this isn't working. I'm confused. I don't know. I can't do this. You can do it. And with a little practice, you can have your own little wreath business. You don't have to, you're not going to get rich off of it. Well, maybe you will. That'd be awesome. Shout me out if you do. Like, hey, I learned from her, and this is why I'm a billionaire. So sometimes, as you see it, like you can easily mess up where it goes off the rails. It does. You can just easily, I just try to slide it. My gosh. And then shove it in the next tie. You can do this all the way around the wreath. Now, some people like these things called rolls. I'll show you what they are. I'm not a fan of them. Like, you could tuck them in a wreath, or you could put them in a couple ties. Then I think it kind of gives it a little more texture, a little more bulk. So essentially, you would cut it a little shorter. This has a natural curl to it, so it's going to be easy. All you do is like literally, for a roll, is you would literally like, mesh. Start rolling your mesh, and then you would fold it, like say here, then you would tuck it in the tie, and then it would fold in half, and it kind of gives you like this, something like that to stick out. So if you've seen them, that's what they are. The thing is that people make wreaths just with these, and it just no look so good. So I'll probably put a couple rolls in here, maybe. I make big wreaths and I like them, so I might put a couple rolls in there, just maybe on like every other tie. Maybe it'll look really cute. But to just go overboard and make a whole wreath out of them, it's just not, it's not cute. It looks, and then they make them so big or so tiny. It just, I just don't like my wreaths like that. That's just me personally. You know, so you like your wreaths like that, God bless you. Because it's just not, I don't know, I just don't like it. So again, as you can see, we've done a good job coming around. So we need one more black, and one more of the other kind. And I'm just going to grab one. And we're going to stick it in here. We're going to shove it in there. So there's one more right here, which we got to put in. I'm all the way over out of here, out of frame, which is kind of funny because I'm just learning recording. So any tips, please help me out. I'm an old lady, just learning. I can do the wreath thing, so I need some technological help. So any of you young bucks want to help me out on top-down recording, what other kind of Samsung gymnastics I can get going on, I'm all for it. Sometimes, you know, you need other people's help. And that's what YouTube is. It's people helping each other not only create, but their vision and teaching people how to do things. YouTube is a great platform, not only to bridge cultures, but it's so great for, like, people to learn about each other and help each other. And I guess that's just my nature. Being in my early 40s, I grew up different. Like, we don't even see our neighbors. Like, and I think it's because everybody is so busy working and trying to pay all these bills to keep up with everybody else. So everybody has a new car. And I just think that we lost the neighborhood vibe to a lot of things. Okay, so this is what we got so far. Looks kind of cool. So it's all done all the way around the top and the bottom. So some people might want to be like, okay, that's neat, I can do that. Like, wow, it's not bad. All right, so mind you, it's been about 40 minutes already since we started making this joker. Now and again, this is going to be our sign. So it's going to be cool when we're done, especially if you're a motorcycle freak, like I know some people are. Now we did this part. We could put rolls in there. I just don't want to put it for this one. All of our mesh and burlap, all this is like 100%. The base is done. The next thing you do is now you have to figure out what ribbon you want to put. So I have this orange and this other little orange that I want to do. So we're going to end up taking this to a second part because there's just so much to do. So we're going to cut it like I told you on previous videos, like that, on that angle. And we're going to cut this on an angle too. So this ribbon does not want to cooperate at all. Move that out the way. See, it doesn't want to cooperate. I don't like it when it doesn't cooperate. And it wants to fray, but I have something for that. Mr. Fray a lot. I bought ribbon stiffener from Hobby Lobby. Stiffen stuff. This stuff is pretty good. It says it's fabric stiffening spray, but I swear it smells like glue. So, I had a piece of ribbon cut. Let me just tell you, when you're doing a bunch of wreaths, these little clips are the bomb.com. They work to hold your stuff together. When you do like 10 or 12 ribbons together, they really work. I'm about to sneeze. No sneezing. So we're going to cut him here, and we're going to fix him because he wanted to fray. He didn't want to pay attention in class. All right. So ribbon, the same thing. You want to, we're just going to do one ribbon. Let me see if I can get you in my frame because I have all this stuff. Let's see. So we had this ribbon. So we cut it, we trimmed it, we dovetailed it, and then we're just going to scrunch it. Now the fun part is figuring out where I want it to go. My other ribbon is this polka dot. That was from Halloween. So I think this is going to look really cool with that motorcycle thing. So I'm going to try it different ways. I'm going to probably try this in here and then this in here. I kind of like the black on black, black with the orange combo. I think that's what we're going to do. But I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to come back in a little bit and then I'm going to put the ribbon on. I have to cut the other ribbon and nobody wants to watch 20 minutes of cutting ribbon. I don't care what they say. It's just boring. So, all right, kids, I'll be back in a little while. I'm going to cut on my ribbon. Probably going to get more coffee. And then I'll finish showing you the rest of putting the wreath together. All right, guys. Be back in a little.